Hello, I'm Reverend Karen Davis of First Christian Church. Do you remember when you were a kid, when maybe you'd be outside playing and you'd heard someone call you by name and you'd know, oh, I better get home? You would know right away once you heard that voice, whether it was your mother, father, grandparent, you knew that someone was calling you and it was time for you to respond. Well, this week, as we are reading from the Gospel of John, chapter 10, verses 22 through 30, we are reminded that we are called by name by God, and when we hear the voice of God speaking to us, we need to respond. We are reminded that Jesus is that shepherd that knows his sheep and calls them by name. Maybe it's not that verbal voice like when we heard our parents say, Karen Marie Comsack, and we're like, oh, better respond right now. But it may be that tugging at your heart. It may be through circumstances. It may be through the people around you that God is calling and nudging you, wanting you to follow a path, wanting you to fulfill a purpose. And so it's important for us to hear and respond. Maybe it's our pet that calls to us, like right now you hear one of my cats in the background. And we know that name, we know that sound, and we know it's something to respond to. But we are called by God, known by God, and God intends for us to respond and to do those kind and loving and caring things that God intends for each of us. The good news for us is just like the voice of our mother, our father, our grandmother, grandfather, aunt, uncle, caretaker, whoever it may be that loves us and cares for us. When we hear that voice, we know that's a voice of someone who loves us, who is looking out for us, who wants to provide for us. So is true with God, as God calls out to us and nudges us and pulls at our hearts. We know that God cares for us and loves us and is calling, waiting for us to respond. As an obedient follower, as an obedient child, we say, yes, what is it, Lord, that you want me to do? Where do you want me to go? So may you be listening this day for God calling to you through circumstance, through people, nudging at your heart, maybe in those quiet moments, encouraging you to go forth to do God's work. And may we be grateful for that loving care that our good shepherd provides for us like a loving parent. And may you take the time this week to say thank you to the women in your life. Thank them for that love and care and guidance they provide, for those times that they have called out to you, wanting to care for you, wanting to provide for your needs. May you rejoice and may you give thanks to them and thanks to God for that love and care. And may you respond to do God's work, to do those good things that each of us are called to do. Go with God's blessing and God's peace, and happy Mother's Day.